Since film and television began, we've been under their spell. The first film, a train arrives in the station by the Lumiere brothers, was nothing more than a train coming into a station. What started as a sideshow novelty grew into something greater when filmmakers realized they could use movies to tell stories. Georges Méliès was the first filmmaker to realize that films had the power to capture dreams. The first studios were enchanted castles made of glass. If you've ever wondered where your dreams come from, this is where they were made. They could touch us, make us think, make us curious about self-expression and how we too express ourselves. For over 100 years, films and television have found ways to take us in any direction we desire. In some directions, few of us even dreamed of. Today, film and television have piqued the interest of our youth, made them search for answers and ways to express their thoughts. They will always have heroes, except some are, different now. They still root for the underdog, cheer for the rebel, laugh at the clown, and love lovers, just like always. Good films and television stay with us, no matter what century we're in. There's something about them we don't know exactly what it is. It's timeless. They tell us where we came from and where we're going. Tonight, just like the video awards themselves, it's about our students, the way they were in the past, the way they are tonight, and hopefully the way they will become in the future.
Good evening. My name is Elias Rosario.
And I'm Leslie Bouchard, and we'd like to welcome you to the 2015 AVA Awards. The AVAs, which stand for Academic Video Awards, was started in 2005. Students in both the spring and fall semesters are eligible to be nominated for tonight's awards. In order to be nominated, you must have completed a set of guidelines provided by Stoney for each video category. The nominations are then chosen by Professor Stoney Duran and Omar Mercado. We'd like to give a special thanks to both of you for working so hard and supporting us throughout the semesters.
Now, in the past, if you've ever seen any of the AVA awards, whether it be online or in person, you would know that sometimes the speeches can be a little too long. So we were thinking about cutting some people off tonight with music, like you see in some award shows, but that wouldn't be too good of an idea because the theme of tonight is A Star is Born. And on the program, there is a picture of the wispy star-forming nebula that was captured by the Hubble telescope. But the good news about tonight is you won't need a Hubble telescope to see the stars that we create here.
So where do our stars begin? In TV and Film Production 1.
And as many of the students know that have taken TV and Film Production 1, myself and Leslie included, movies and TV shows get ruined for you because you learn so much and you start to see all the mistakes that the pros make.
Now, we've all seen those movies that are good and some that are not so good. But what makes those movies that are good great? And that's everything that you learn in TV 1. It goes with the art of composition, editing, and taking your story from your mind to the screen through storyboard writing, script writing, and telling your story ultimately through pictures.
And everything that we learned as TV1 students, we put into a journal or a diary should we go out on another shoot. This way we can apply those techniques and skills to future projects, and we called that the cinematographer's toolbox. Now, me, for one, I didn't think my cinematographer's toolbox was all that great, so I decided to take Nat Sandberg's toolbox, which I have right here. And it contains a lot more information that I probably would have put in mine. Then again, that's probably why my projects came out the way they did. But after that, it was time for students to learn how to express themselves. And what they already learned the knack of creating videos and producing and directing. So it was time for them to showcase themselves and show off a little bit. Whether they decided to gloat or not was their prerogative. But that was in a show called The New Directors. And what better way to, I guess, show what they did in that class would be with a video. So in some, like a lot of things, it's better to show rather than tell. So let's take a look.
In Television Production 1, students are introduced to visual communication through the eyes of the camera. For most, this is their first time behind the camera. They are learning how to tell a new story with a new language. There are a series of projects the students must complete in the duration of the class. There's the New England Seasonal Project, Where's My Orange? And their final test is to become a guest on a live television show, The New Directors. Not only are they guests, they are also the host, the announcer, the camera operator, the floor manager, the technical director, the CG operator, the video engineer, audio engineer, teleprompter operator, and of course the most important and nerve-wracking of them all, the director. Television 1 students have traveled the tough, troubling, but fascinating road of media and have arrived at the digital filmmaking and television production threshold.
So let's get this show on the road and introduce our new presenters for the New England Seasonal Project, Adiba De Cruz and Jacob Waring.
Good evening. The New England Seasonal Project is where students went out and filmed the surrounding areas in their respective seasons. In the fall, students had to film colorful leaves, traverse difficult terrain, and capture the festive holiday of Halloween. And some of the things that they had to apply were the 6 rules of composition: simplicity, rule of thirds, lines of grace, framing, and mergers. It helps make the film dynamic, expertly made, and really showcase the talent using the New England atmosphere. And the nominees are and the winner is Stephen Wasserman.
I don't really know what to say because I wasn't really expecting this that much, to be honest. Again, I'd like to thank Stoney for helping teach me kind of the laws of composition, which were already stated earlier. And I'd like to thank Omar for helping me learn to edit, as well as Nat Sandberg, who I don't think that's gonna be the last time we hear that name tonight. And I'm really happy to receive this award. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Okay, so the students in the fall semester that had to do the seasonal project had it easier than us that were in the winter semester because it was freezing cold and we had to make sure that we had everything that was required for the project, like shift focusing and continuous zoom-ins and zoom-outs and Poorman's dissolve. And even though they had it easier than us because it wasn't as cold as we had to deal with, because it was freezing when I shot my project, we all had to come up with a really good outcome that showcased what we had learned so far, even though it was like our first major project that we had to do for this semester. And the nominees for the winter are and the winner is Miranda Erickson.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect to win anything, kind of like Steve. It was like Atiba said, it was cold as hell when we went outside filming this. I live in Newtown, so I was walking around in the snow because I filmed it back in February, walking through about 5 feet of snow. Balancing the tripod and the camera at the same time was very difficult. My cousin, who's here tonight, helped me with that, so thank you, Hannah. And thank you for this award.
Oh, okay, so here is the nominees for the, the presenters for the best new directors, host, director, and guest, Tony Livingston and Miranda Erickson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tony Livingston.
And I'm Miranda Erickson.
And we'll be discussing the new directors, which was basically one of the most crucial projects that we had to do this semester in Film and TV 1. It involved in-studio production of a live television program, which involved all the students from Film and Television Production Course 1.
There were a lot of positions in the new directors, things to fill like switcher, teleprompter, but the ones getting nominations tonight and awards are Best Host, Best Guest, and Best Director.
Now first, for Best Host, the host's responsibility was to basically introduce to the audience the guest and what the guest was going to be speaking about, as well as pitching questions to the guest that they were supposed to discuss. And now, the nominees for Best Host are... This program will give them the chance to talk about themselves. The productions, they have very true, Joseph. So what are some of the most useful things that you've learned in the
Each student will write and direct 4 different productions. This program will give them the chance to talk about it. That was very nice, Isabel.
Thank you.
You mentioned a variety.
So Jacob, I've been told that you've done some traveling in your free time over the years. Can you tell me about your favorite? Today we got to meet someone who elaborated on his trip to...
This program will give them the chance to talk about themselves, the productions they have completed, and give you the chance to get to know. We hope you enjoyed meeting one of television's future directors, and we hope you will continue to join us each week to watch our program.
Okay, and now, the winner for Best Host is... Oh, Tony Livingston. Thanks for that. I didn't expect it like everyone else, but I like it. Okay.
Okay, so for Best Guest, basically what the guests had to do is they had to pick the thing that was most interesting about themselves to present to an audience. So they had to prepare a video of about 2 minutes of what was most interesting of themselves. They had to prepare a script for the host, like questions they had to answer. They had to prepare a teleprompter script, an announcer script. There was a lot that went into it. Mm-hmm. So the nominees for Best Guest are...
Back then to now, and that is the Olympics. Back then, his death became a profound change in heroism since he died purely on refusal to discard.
Isabel, so we know that you studied Japanese for 7 years and had the...
They're so spiritually connected over there in a way that makes me wish people here were like that too.
Places I've been to some museums, like the Manette Museum, the Lavore, probably butchered the name, so shows how much I learned in French class. And
overall entertainment as a movie maker, which actually has about 50,000 movies on YouTube right now.
Wow.
One of my current projects I'm working on, which I started in 2009, is JDAX, which is a comic series about a...
And the winner for Best Guest is Jacob Waring.
Wow! Was not expecting that at all. I'm usually a man of many words, but right now I'm kind of like choked up because I don't really expect to win a lot of things in life. But I can't. But under Stoney tutelage and his guidance, I was able to probably be the reason why I even won this award. And I'm glad, and with the advice and assistance from my classmates, without everybody that's involved in that class, I probably wouldn't have gotten this award. So thank you. And I'm probably gonna put this on my little cubby for the rest of my life. Thank you.
next award is for the Best Director. Now, this was probably the most hectic and grueling position to have while filming the new directors. The director was responsible, he or she was at the helm of the program, was responsible for giving instructions to each and every person involved, as well as ensuring that the product ran smoothly and was polished at the end of it. And the nominees for Best Director are...
So it was important to me that I fulfilled my dreams. I really love learning the TV production side of it, getting to know all of
I was always interested in becoming the talent of the broadcasting industry, such as how to do AVA, which is another video editing program. It's much.
One of the most useful things that I've learned were doing paper edits. They saved a lot of time and a lot of headaches. Things that you shot originally may not have turned out the way you wanted to.
One day I hope to be in front of the camera. I'm not sure in what way yet, but like I said, being behind the camera will help me to be better in front of the camera one day.
And the winner for Best New Director is Gabrielle Snell. Unfortunately, Gabrielle is not here today. We'll be sure to give her her award on Tuesday.
So now introducing the next segment for the Orange Project is Carlos Mecum and Shay Robertson.
Hey, Carlos.
Hey, Shay, how's it going?
Good. So we're presenting the award for Best Orange Project.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. Hey, Carlos.
Yeah, what is it?
What did the farmer say to the green pumpkin?
Oh, I don't know, what?
Why aren't you orange? Yeah.
I didn't get it, guys.
That's okay. Well, do you want to explain what we had to do for the Orange Project?
So for the Orange Project, we had to go out on our own and apply everything we learned so far, such as the shot list, which was every shot we took in.
Yeah, we had to create a storyboard for every single scene that we had to shoot. We had to choose a genre of filmmaking that we wanted to emulate and capture with our project. In the beginning, someone had to gain an orange and then lose an orange by the end of it.
We also had the field shot sheet, which was all the shots that were rejected or accepted for your video.
Yes. Also, we had to edit it all together with AVA and use music that matched what we wanted to convey.
And now our nominees for the Orange Project are... And the award goes to...
Isabel Sirapine.
Thank you. Oh gosh, I would love to thank my beautiful sisters for starring in my film. Thank you. I'd love to thank all my classmates for being so supportive and helpful, helping me out the entire way. And of course, thank Stoney, because this would not be possible. I would not be standing up here without him. So thank you.
And now we welcome back to the stage
Leslie Bouchard and Elias I can't think of his name.
Rosario.
Wow, so that was really awesome.
It was.
You guys really deserved everything that you got, and we couldn't be prouder of you. So congratulations.
I didn't mean to scare anyone at the beginning with what I said about having long speeches. You can go on a little bit more if you want. Don't worry about me. I'm just the host, one of the hosts. But yeah, shifting focus for a little bit. Actually, well, that's probably the most carefully pronounced word and term in TV and film production here at NCC. But actually shifting gears for a moment from TV1 to TV2. TV2 was a whole nother ballgame, and the projects were more demanding. And this is a class where we learned that the art of show business, it's not all about you. You have to rely on other people. You have to rely on other people's schedules more so than anything else that you've probably done in the past. And two very good students that are here tonight, that live to be able to tell the tale and win an award, Isabel Serpine and Christopher Crisotomo.